Welcome to Silent Night. We are going to be learning this fingerstyle. We're going to start off really easy and then we're going to work our way up. Hey, it's Bob Harris here, and if you enjoy fingerpicking and you want to learn more, all you have to do is go ahead and hit the subscribe button right here, and we'll keep you posted with the latest. Now we're going to be working on Silent Night, and what I've done is we have 3 basic versions we're going to work on. In this lesson, we're going to work on the beginner version. So let me show you how the song goes. I'm going to show you what we're going to learn here in this lesson. Silent night, holy night, all is calm, all is bright, round yon virgin mother and child, holy infant so tender and mild, sleep in heavenly peace, sleep in heavenly peace. All right, so much for the singing. In my next life, I want to come back as Merle Haggard. I'm working my way in this life to get there. So anyway, first things first, download the sheet music right here on the tablature. This first lesson is just teaching the rhythm pattern. It doesn't have melody in it, okay? What you could do with this pattern after you learn it is you could sing along with it, and that's the melody, all right? So even if you don't want to sing this song, go ahead and learn this pattern, because if you don't, then the next part is going to become confusing, because we're always going to be using that same basic pattern. The pattern never changes from one measure to the next. It's always the same thing. Thumb, thumb, index, middle, index, thumb. All right? And for those of you that would prefer to use 4 fingers, it's always going to be thumb, index, middle, ring, middle, index. I do the 3-fingered version. That's what Tommy Emmanuel does, and Chet Atkins would do it that way. But classical people are going to say to use the 4 fingers, and that's fine, whatever's comfortable for you. But that pattern's never going to change. The only thing that's going to change here is when we play the G chord, we're starting our thumb on the 6th string, and then when we go to the C chord, we're starting on the 5th string. We're always going to be using the same fingers in order. It's just that the strings are going to change, okay? So it's always the same pattern. So let's open up the sheet music here. I'm going to pop it up here first. Measures 1 through 4 is all identical. So all it is we're playing a 1-fingered G chord. Strings that we're plucking is 6, 4, 3, 2, 3, 4. That's one measure. I hope you're able to read the tab. 6, 4, 3, 2, 3, 4. And we're forming that 1-fingered G chord, 3 frets up with our left hand. We're not doing anything else with the left hand. So measure 1 is 6, 4, 3, 2, 3, 4. Measure 2 is 6, 4, 3, 2, 3, 4. Measure 3, same thing. 6, 4, 3, 2, 3, 4. And then measure 4, 6, 4, 3, 2, 3, 4. Very easy. So if I play in time, I hope you have your guitar with you. Let's go real slow. 6, 4, 3, 2, 3, 4. Measure 2. 6, 4, 3, 2, 3, 4. 6, 4, 3, 2, 3, 4. Measure 5 and 6 are the D chord. And I'm plucking strings 4, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3. 4, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3. 4, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3. And you could either go with the 4 fingers or the 3 fingers. 4, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3. 4, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3. All right? So that's measures 5 and 6. Very easy. Measures 7 and 8 is back to the G chord. We've done that already. Measure 7, measure 8. Measure 9 and 10. Measure 9 is C. And we're going 5, 4, 3, 2, 3, 4. I'm hoping that you know how to read the tablature at this point. If you don't know how to read tab, go right up here and learn how to read tab. I have an instruction on that, all right? So measures 9 and 10 is the C chord. And then we're back to the G chord again on measures 11 and 12. 12. And measures 13 and 14 is the C chord again. And then we're back to the G chord again, the one-finger G chord on our left hand. Measures 17 and 18, D chord again. Three measures of G starting at measures 19, 20, and 21. G, measures 20, measure 21. Then we've got measure 22, a quick D chord, starting on the 4th string. And measure 23 is a G chord. And measure 24 is a G chord. The devil is definitely in the details with the changing of the chords. And this occurs in between the measures, okay? So as an example, if you look at measures 4 and 5, we have this one-finger G chord, and we're playing this measure. This is measure 4. And we're leaving off with this last note, and then what we have to do is quickly change over here. We have a little time because we have an open note to play. So in slow motion, this is how I would play it. This is measure 4. Measure 5, so this would be again, once again, measure 4, so we have a little time to go ahead to make that change because we're pivoting off of an open note. And after we hit that open note, that's when we have to go ahead to form the chord. So you could see in I don't have to get right on that chord until we're ready to play that note, that next note right there, the second note of measure 5, all right? So that's when I have to have that chord ready to go. Okay. Now, a slight smoothness problem happens when we change from D to G. So we have, this would be measure 6 into measure 7. But what happens with this is our last note of measure 6 is this note, and it's not an open note. And the next note that we have to play is that low G note, 3 frets up on the 6th string. Let me show you really slow how I change from D to G in measures 6 to 7. So what I'm doing is I'm taking my finger, my middle finger, and moving it down here and then moving everything off, okay? And so what that does is at fast speed, what that does is that gives the illusion that this was an open note and lets the string ring out, and that's for the smooth change. So as a practice, you could just practice changing from D to G, all right? That's how I do the change. Now, it can be done this way. But you got to really be able to change quick. If you want a slower change, you do it like that, okay? On measure 7, we're left with this finger, the middle finger on the 3rd fret of the G chord. And what we want to do is between measure 7 and measure 8, we want to switch back, okay? So let me just show you what we're going to do. Measure 8. So a nice little thing to do, and I've explained this in Amazing Grace, is just go. Very easy to do that. Switch back. And the reason we want to switch back is because we're going to have the C chord coming up next. So when the C chord comes up, this will make it easier to play instead of going like this. See, all you have to do is just go. So let me play that whole little section there. This is measure 6, 7, and 8 I'm going to play. And then you're all set up for the C chord. One of the keys to fingerpicking is always trying to find the easiest way to get from one place to the next and make it sound as smooth as possible. All right, so finally in this last measure here, on measure 24, we have a G chord here to finish off with just the same picking pattern. This right here means that we repeat. We go back to the very beginning of the sheet music, okay, and we sing it all over again. We play it all over again. And this right here is ending 1, okay? So we play that. And ending 2, when we go through it the second time, this is the second ending, and this right here is just a G chord, okay? So this is just the regular, we're playing a regular G chord to end off the song here. Now I got a quick question for you. How do you like this camera angle with the perspective from the guitar player's perspective? Let me know in the comments area below. Just say, yes, I like it, no, toss it, dump it, whatever. Let me know. This is all about you. This is about helping you play the guitar. And this is what I'm here for, is to help you guys, okay? So do comment below and let me know if it's thumbs up or thumbs down. That would be great. We'll see you in the next video. One more thing. The play-along videos are right here if you want to practice along with me.